In Germany, elections are taking place. As we speak, I am not too optimistic about the outcome of the elections in Germany. But be that as it may, Ukraine stands burning the other side. I meet Ukrainians every day. I've met Ukrainians every day for at least 2 years now. It's so traumatizing to get to see through it that they get to go through what they get to go through while geopolitics takes its course. I see Congo. I meet Congolese here and there, I meet Senegalese here and there, I meet Somalians here and there becoming citizens of different countries thanks to a place like Sweden for taking refugees and turning them into citizens. I see a whole lot of turmoil happening around our world. I see the problems we sometimes have refused to see. I see us dying. I see a generation breaking. I see youths losing hope. I see old people giving up so easily. I see young people not even having any cause to live for. I see people becoming disillusioned by the concept and the ideas of what politics ordinarily is and what politics ordinarily should be. I see the world through the eyes of many persons who have died. Whether Trump is negotiating with Zelensky or negotiating with Putin, there's something fundamentally wrong here. People are dying. Human beings are dying on a daily basis, be it from Congo, be it from Ukraine, be it Russians, people are dying. Be it Somalians, be it Sudanese, people are dying. Be it Nigerians, be it Rwandans, people are dying. Be it people from Tanzania, be it Syrians, be it people from Iraq, be it Georgia on the other side of the world, ordinarily still struggling to ordinarily maintain itself as opposed to what Germany wants for it. People are dying, people are dying, people are dying. And sometimes I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes I don't even know what to say. Life seems to defy logic on a daily. People are just dying. People are dying. People are suffering. Capitalism is taking its toll on people. People are just living as though people shouldn't be living. People are dying. People are dying. People are dying. People are dying. Just across the other side of the road is a Soviet cemetery. A stark reminder of what ordinarily shouldn't have been. But here we are in the 21st century, in 2025. I don't even know how to categorize it, whether to look at it from the first invasion in 2014 or to look at it from the other invasion in 2022. But whatsoever it is, we have failed because I know where I was when the war broke out. I can still remember the poem I penned down, if you want to call that a poem, when Ukraine went to war, or rather when war was brought to Ukrainians. But for whosoever sits and just ponders and says, I don't want the war to stop, I don't know what to tell you. But I think you're getting it wrong. Wars we fight shouldn't be in the first place. We shouldn't be fighting these wars. They are senseless, they are baseless, they are not necessary. We don't need them in the 21st century. I don't know how else to sound. I can shout. I don't want to shout. I just try to keep my brain in check. Because as I scroll through my phone, picking it up on a daily, and checking the number of those bombed here and there, the number of those killed here and there, I see a whole lot of stuff. And it leaves me worried. You go through one page, you see one set of news. You go through the other page, you see a different set of news. And tomorrow, we are reminded again that it's an anniversary for Ukrainians. But what does that mean? I've lost friends who are Ukrainians. I've lost friends Who are Ukrainians? I've lost the friendship and the joyful moments of friends because of ordinarily how the outturn of the war gets to change their mood here and there. I got on news this morning that my friend's baby died. And here am I thinking, what am I to do? Look at the way my day has changed. The mood ordinarily has changed here and there, and the course of my day has been altered automatically. Imagine the number of deaths people get to record on a daily. It seems so far from you, but geopolitics needs to sit up and do something about the problems in the world. The concerns of the world are many. The problems are here and there. The problems are not ending. The problems are continuous. They continue to wreak havoc on our day-to-day experience as humans. They continue to say a whole lot to us, and sometimes we don't listen. Sometimes we don't pay the necessary attention we ordinarily should pay, and history continues to repeat itself from the likes of Churchill to the likes of Trump to the likes of Obama. We see bombings here and there, airstrikes here and there, but at the core of it is a question we're not asking ourselves. What should we do? What must we do? What can we do? And we must be ready to ask ourselves these questions, because these answers aren't easy. We mustn't seek for easy answers. We mustn't want cheap answers. We mustn't settle for easy answers. That's not the way to go. We must demand hard answers to the problems we face, and sometimes I don't have the answers, Most times I don't even have the answers. All I have is just the ability to question what ordinarily should be questioned, and we need answers. The world cannot continue like this. The world cannot continue in this constant struggle and tussle for power. Those in power needs to recognize that every decision they make, every decision they take, every answer they try to give to a problem becomes a direct consequence affecting the lives of people. Be it from the whole idea of soft power to the whole idea of direct control, the irredeemable effects of colonialism, the whole idea of eroding people's history and subjugating other people and allowing people die. We must come to know that people die, and they die for reasons that ordinarily shouldn't be. Look at the deaths in 2025 alone. Look at the number of persons that have died across different countries, and world leaders want to tell us they are leaders but don't want to lead. World leaders want to tell us they are leaders, they are diplomats, they are on diplomatic missions, but yet we don't see results. We measure in the minor, and we minor in the place we are supposed to be measuring. I don't know what to tell us than we need peace. I can ramble from now till the next year telling you about the problems of the world, but you too need to come to know this, and you know already. And we must face this, because the way out is through. We cannot be so pessimistic as David Hume. We cannot be existentially minded as Albert Camus. We cannot come to tell ourselves that, existence precedes essence. As such, we can make of life whatever you want to make out of it, because in and about this are not answers to our problems. In and about these are not answers to the problems of the world. Existentialism dares us to look at evil in the face, but it doesn't seem to solve the problem of evil. And the problem of evil, classical theodicies would get to tell us different things. St. Augustine would tell us his own version of privation. Aquinas would tell us his own version of privatio boni. And here we are sitting down, still asking ourselves, as Epicurus asked himself once, is God willing? And still not wanting to do that, get rid of evil in our world. Is he malevolent? Is he powerful? Is he all good? Then whence come evil? Is he all powerful? Why is he not doing ordinarily what he's supposed to do? Why are we asking this question wrongly? Because the problem of evil has raged on and on. I don't even want to call it the problem of evil. I want to call it the question of evil. It has been raging for years. And here we are in the 21st century with sophisticated weapons, things we ordinarily should use to advance the cause of human existence. But no, we fight. We kill ourselves every day. Check the news. If this is what they are even allowed to stream online, imagine ordinarily what is not seen. I remember Mariupol. I know what it looked like before the war. I remember Kyiv and the students who ordinarily schooled, the international students and locals. I know what it means to live in exile. I know what it means to run away, to move away, to start a new life. I met a Ukrainian in a flower shop in Poland. I went there with Ben on the eve of Christmas to get flowers for his girlfriend. This girl, Kasha, she said she used to be an actress, but now she just sells flowers. She's given up with the theater. And even when I told her I'm working on a couple of documentaries with little involvement with theater here and there, she said she just wants to sell flowers. She's lost the passion, she's lost the flair, she's lost ordinarily what used to drive her in Ukraine. Whenever I find myself in that part of the world again, whenever I find myself in Poland, whenever I find myself in that city, small, I'll go look for her, see what she's doing. Probably when the war stops, she gets to find her flair back again and become an actress. Probably she just got tired of acting. Probably she just got tired of faking it all. Probably she just got tired of being something different and probably wanting to do something different. I don't know. I don't know the answers, But I know what war does to a people. I was born after the Nigerian Biafran War, and I know what that has cost. Recently, Ibrahim Babangida has come out to say a couple of things, but it doesn't change anything. It changed little or nothing. You see the outrage in people. You see people raising up in defiance to ordinarily say a whole lot of things. Leaves me wondering, how are we going to solve the problem of existence? How are we going to really look at things? Should we look at it from the myths of Sisyphus, constantly rolling this boulder upwards and downwards? Or should we look at it from the point of view of Jean Paul Sartre? The whole idea of we trying to come to find the meaning of our lives after we've been born? Or should we look at it from essentialism? I don't have the answers to these questions. Should we look at it from dualism? Dualism comes a lot with its own baggage and its own problems. Should we look at it from the perspective of men who wear suits and who wear different attires, go sit up in the United Nations to spit things ordinarily that don't meet reality? Should we look at it from the perspective of women who go to these gatherings and sit down with well-fitted gilly and well-fitted headgears and talk over and over again? Should we look at Davos? Should we look at the United Nations? Should we look at ECOWAS? Should we look at the European nation? Where should we turn our attention to? Is BRICS going to give us the solutions we need in our world? Where should we be looking at? Where should we try to get peace? From where to where should we be looking at peace? Should we look at the United States? Should we look at Trump to grant us the peace we need? I remember when I was asked last year in a television interview about the whole idea of Trump winning and what that means for Europe. I said, vividly, I can still remember, Trump is not the president of Russia, neither is he the president of Ukraine. And though Zelensky is losing popularity amongst his people for lots of accusations from corruption here and there, you cannot take it away from the current fact of things that the war has dragged on too long. Leaders declare wars while the youths get to die. I lost a Ukrainian friend 3 weeks ago. She was bombed in an ambush. Called it a banditry ambush. Whatever that means, now she's not here to get to defend herself. She's not here to get to look at things for herself. Now she's dead and something bothers me. It bothers me a whole lot. What becomes of her life? What becomes of her campaign? What becomes of all the things she ordinarily wanted to see happen in the world? I know we want to praise the gallantry of military life. I know we want to praise the beauty of combat. I know we want to talk about the desire to show strength. I know we want to talk about the desire to celebrate our military, to protect lives here and there, but there's something fundamentally wrong here. The concept of war, the fact that we have to fight, the fact that we have to kill ourselves, the fact that we have to go down this particular path year in, year out to ordinarily come to terms with our day-to-day reality disturbs me. It leaves me sad, it leaves me angry, it leaves me annoyed. We should stop fighting. Kasha died. Kasha died. There's no peace in Georgia. There's no peace in Belarus. There's no peace seemingly in Lithuania. TBDC is still having its problem, but people still live their life and people still do the different things they do. People still fight and kill each other in Congo. People still fight and kill each other in different parts of the world. You know, people still bribe and cheat and kill and maim. And maybe, yes, maybe Augustine was right. Maybe Aquinas was right. Maybe Leibniz was even up to date. Maybe Heraclitus was right in his whole idea of the doctrine and the harmonies of opposites. Maybe these persons are right. Maybe Kant's categorical imperative needs to be implemented more and more. Maybe we're just asking the wrong questions. I think we should start living as humans. What does art need now, the 21st century? It needs being human. It needs being human, being human, being human, being human. Art needs us to be human enough. It needs us to be human enough. The wars we fight requires of us a sense of belonging. And we cannot get that sense of belonging just by wishful thinking. We can only get it when we decide to act and to walk in harmony and to walk as one, to walk as brothers and sisters. And so as Ukraine continues to fight, as Congo continues to fight, as we continue to distort history and we continue to distort life, may we not come to destroy the 21st century irretrievably to the point whereby we cannot even think about mending our problems and mending the whole issues we have come to have at the moment. Because until then, we still have chance to better our lives. We still have the chance to do things right. We still have the chance to walk back to the very place we started from. We still have the chance to see to it that events that ordinarily needs to be looked at well enough to the point whereby we can tell ourselves comfortably, without need to sound ambiguous, without the need to sound too complex, that the world needs humans, that the world needs people like you, it needs people like me, it needs all of us. It needs men, it needs women, it needs people to fight, it needs people to look at problems and tend to bring solutions to these problems. That the world needs to close the ranks and close the gaps. That policies and philosophies should be promoted, that free speech should be advocated for, but that morality also should be a thing we ordinarily want to talk about. Because whether we like it or not, we live in very difficult times. And whether we know it or not, the problems of our generation is upon us. It's upon us, and we need to do what we need to do to get out of our problems. We do this together, or we crumble together. We do this together, or we fall together. We do this together, or we fall together. May there be peace in the world. May there be joy in the world. May there be solace. May there be all the good things and all the happiness we can amass within a lifetime. May there be trust, a thing we don't even know at the moment, in our relationships with our families and our friends and our supposed enemies and our colleagues and our classmates and our work environment, and what we now call geopolitics. May we come to really have peace. It is important to go forward. Who am I? I'm just a young boy, optimistic about the world, optimistic about how things ordinarily should be. I have hope. I pray you also find hope if you've lost hope. I pray you hold on no matter how fragile that is. I hope you hold on, stand strong, stand tall, and tell yourself, together, we too can change the world. May there be peace in Ukraine, may there be peace in Georgia, may there be peace in Rwanda, may there be peace in Congo, may there be peace in Sudan, may there be peace in South Africa, may there be peace in Yemen, may there be peace in Syria, in Iraq, in Iran. May there be peace amongst the Buryats. May there be peace in Mongolia. May there be peace in Lithuania. May there be peace in the many places having problems. May Haiti come to have a deep breath and puff it out and get this sense of highness, but not from weed, not from stimulants, but from the sense of the fact that it will come to experience peace. So that the likes of the fighters that have given up their life over the years will not just come to be in vain. And may we say, just like the Igbos, Ozoemena, never again, shouldn't happen again. May the world come to have peace. I am Biringkpa bin Mecca. I am your brother, the mendicant, strolling this war with you. See you next time.